What's going on, YouTube fam? We back with another video, another episode of the Baltimore Way. This episode 5. Today we're going to talk about Felicia Snoop Pearson. Let's get right into it. Felicia was born on May 18th, 1980 in Baltimore, Maryland. Felicia was the daughter of 2 incarcerated drug addicts. Due to that, she was raised in the East Baltimore foster home. Growing up, Felicia said she only met her parents a few times. Her mother an addict and her father that was a robber at the time. Due to this, she decided to go with her foster's family name. Snoop was always different from the other girls. She was a tomboy from a young age. During her teen years, she went to the streets and was hustling, but the street life is fast for anyone, especially a young girl. At the age of 14, Felicia was charged and convicted of second-degree murder after shooting a girl. She was sentenced to 2 8-year terms to be served one after another. She was sent to the Maryland Correctional Institution for Women. She was released after serving 6.5 years. Felicia would later say her life turned around at the age of 18 when Arnold Loney, a local drug dealer who looked out for her and sent her money in prison, was shot and killed. He was the one who gave her the nickname Snoop because he said she reminded him of Charlie Brown's Snoopy. Snoop would finish school in prison getting her GED and be released in 2000, the year 2000. She landed a local job fabricating car bumpers but was fired after 2 weeks once they learned about her record. But Snoop kept networking and making moves. Snoop met Michael K. Williams, who played Omar in The Wire, at a Baltimore club. He invited her to come to the set one day and introduced her to the writers and producers. She auditioned and landed the role. They loved Snoop. She was in a hit HBO TV show based on Baltimore City, The Wire. The role was easy for Snoop because growing up in East Baltimore, she seen a lot and she did a lot. The role got her instant fame. Even Stephen King called her the most terrifying female villain to ever appear in a TV series. But this was just the start for Snoop. She started landing more roles, even appearing in a lot of videos, including Lil Mo's Them Boys, Rick Ross' Here I Am, Ace Hood's Cash Flow, ASAP Ferg's Shabba, and Snoop Dogg's So Many Pros. Lil Snoop also landed more roles, appearing in the movie Chi-Raq, appearing in the TV show Blue Bloods, even playing in Good Cop, Bad Cop. She also was in Love and Hip Hop New York in season 7 and 8. Snoop also does music. Featuring on song with Tony Yayo, It's a Stick Up, where in the video they played clips from The Wire. Snoop was doing good, but coming from Baltimore, she still had a lot of street ties. And on March 10th, 2011, Snoop and 60 other people were arrested and charged with running a drug ring. The judge stated to Snoop at her bail hearing, "You talented. I seen you in The Wire," and gave Snoop a break and gave her a bail. She received a 7-year suspended sentence and 3 years probation. Since Snoop has been grinding, she has wrote a book about her life growing up in Baltimore called Grace After Midnight. Snoop overcame a lot in her life and put on for Baltimore. For that, I would call her a Baltimore legend, and I salute. Man, we all know what was up with Lil Snoop and The Wire, you feel me? Like, everybody loved that show. I mean, people from Baltimore, we really felt that show. A lot of people felt The Corner a lot more, but because they was based on real people, and you feel me, it was just more gutter, and it showed Baltimore in a different light. But a lot of people don't know The Wire was based on true events. They switched up some names. Of course, they switched up some details to make it look good for TV. But a lot of that came from a police officer that was working in Baltimore City and him doing the operation trying to bring down a drug empire in West Baltimore. And they got them through the taps, the wire taps on the phones and stuff like that. But man, she definitely played that role to a T. You feel me? And then I liked it because out of all the actors that was on that show, it was a few people from Baltimore, but they really ain't have lead roles. A lot of people from out of town had lead roles, but Snoop had one of them roles, and she had Baltimore wrote all on her, from the way she dressed, from the way she talked. You feel me? And she just was a G in that show. Like Stephen King said, you ain't want Snoop to come see you in The Wire, because if she came to see you, it was over. If y'all ain't never seen that show, man, I suggest y'all, all my younger subscribers, go check it out. Definitely go check out The Wire. It's a lot of seasons. It's probably a lot you gotta watch, but it's worth it. I'm telling you, it's worth it. You gonna love that show. I still watch that show to this day. But I feel like coming out of East Baltimore and going through what she been through in life, growing up in a foster home, going to prison at 14 years old for a body, her coming out here and landing that role says a lot about her character. That means she resistant. You feel me? She resilient. She fought her way up. Ain't nobody get her nothing. Ain't nobody get her no handouts. Yeah, he took her to the audition or whatever. Well, he ain't even take her to the audition. You feel me? He took her to the set and she got herself the audition. Just being in the right place at the right time and networking with people. You never know who you gonna meet. That's how come it ain't good to walk around with a chip on your shoulder and act like you don't want to get to know new people, because you never know. Of course, you got to read a person's character, but I think Omar from The Wire, you feel me? I think he already knew she was gonna be a good fit for that role, because she had East Baltimore wrote all on her. And then, like I said, she went on to do other things. She wrote a book about her life, in which I'm probably gonna go purchase real soon, because I'm interested in knowing more about her and more about her story. And I just feel like, man, it's dope for her to put on for the city like she do. Like everywhere she goes, she don't switch up the way she talk. She don't switch up the way she act, the way she dress. She is who she is. That's Snoop. Everybody know Snoop. Everybody show her respect, and she doing her thing out here still to this day. She probably could have been a lot bigger, but I feel like she had to learn how to move in the industry. Like, it's a difference from coming from prison, coming from East Baltimore, coming from the streets, to getting in the industry. But she been doing good. She ain't out here messed up. She ain't out here down bad. So I definitely salute her, and I give her all the credit, man, for putting on for the city. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like if she go ahead and do like a documentary or make a series, like, she already know how it worked, how to, set up a series and stuff like that, because she was on The Wire. If she do something similar about Baltimore, I know it'll blow up because who she is. But maybe she ain't really with that no more. Last I heard, she trying to write books. She do a little bit of music, but I think her passion more leaning towards the book side. But I mean, she a young lady, man. She talented. She been out here putting on. She been in Chi-Raq, you feel me? The movie, should I say. She been in that movie. She been landing roles, so it ain't like she ain't working. And when The Wire first came out, they had all them in all the music videos. Jay-Z had Lil Mike in his video. You feel me? Snoop was in everybody video. Everybody wanted Snoop in a video. Like, The Wire was a hit show. That's when everybody showed Baltimore love. And I feel like if we would have utilized that time when we had that light on us, we could have definitely blew up. But I think at the time, being that there was a lot of actors that went from the city that was on The Wire, it still ain't give us that foot in the door that we needed. But Snoop definitely was in there, and she from the city, and a lot of people reached out to her and got her in music videos and stuff like that. So that was definitely a good look for the city. Like I said, man, anything good coming from Baltimore, I salute, because I know it ain't no easy city to make it out of. A lot of my family dead or in jail. It's just facts. It is what it is. And it's real unfortunate, because a lot of people talented, but they can't see past that city. And it's like that in most inner cities. You gotta be able to see past your circumstances, man. But I just want to salute her, man. Y'all let me know who y'all want to see next. Y'all leave y'all comment below about Snoop, man. Let me know what y'all think about this video. And y'all give me some suggestions, you feel me? Make sure y'all go add me on Facebook at Tony 2times. I got a Facebook group. I'm going to be more active on that. Hit that like button, man. Y'all just seen it. It don't cost you nothing. I love y'all, fam. I'm out.